Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back or welcome to my channel. If you join me for the first time, this is a journey in health as I go through and just keep you guys updated on my weight loss journey as I do it through fasting and juice cleanses. So, something I want to talk to you guys about today is a question that I've been asked many times, especially when I first started, and even more so now that I'm starting over. And that question is, does fasting work? And at first, people, because when I first started, I was, what do you call it, a fast or a cleanse? I think when you're doing juice, it's more of a cleanse than it is a fast, because I consider fasting just, pure water. But when I first started, I was doing mainly just juice. And, I was told I was going to die, that it wasn't healthy, and it's not going to work. You're going to put all the way back on. And unfortunately, I did do that. The very first time was back, from 2009. 2010, October 4th, 2010 to January 3rd, I did my first extended juice cleanse. And from that October to June of the next year, I lost a total of 200 pounds through juice cleanses and diet and exercise. And I was able to keep it all for almost 2.5 years. And my answer to that question is just like anything else that you would do. It works as long as you work it. People who are successful in doing low carb, or people who are successful in doing Jenny Craig, Weight Watchers, Subway diet, whatever it is, they are successful as long as they keep it up. And that's been the big thing for me, is that when I was doing it, when I was on it, when I was on top of it, I was successful. And so, in short, have to make it a lifestyle. And I think, fasting can definitely be a lifestyle. I know Dr. Jason Fung has put a lot of information out there about fasting. I just got his book, The Complete Guide to Fasting. I'm going to read that. But it is definitely something that can be a lifestyle. Now, that lifestyle that you have when you do it is based on you, what you want. Do you want to do intermittent fasting? Do you want to do like a 16 and 8, where you eat only 8 hours out of the day, where for the most part you fast for 16 hours and you eat for 8 hours? Or some people do, they want to do a 16-8. They'll do a, 18 and 6 or 20 and 4. They have different names. I think, they have different names for them, depending on which one you do. Most of that is how people kind of break into long-term fasting, or, anything more than 24 hours or 48-hour fasting. When you have that small eating window where you're fasting every day, I think that's good for sustained weight loss. And that's my goal, what I'm going to be doing. But like, especially if you're new to fasting and you're not sure, like, how am I going to make it, 16 hours? We'll start the night before. When you finish eating at 8 o'clock, and you don't eat anything again, until the next day. So you stop eating at 8 o'clock, you go to bed, you've knocked out 10, 12 hours of that fast of your first 16 hours. So it makes it a little bit easier for you. But I said all that to say, yes, fasting can be a lifestyle. Where, like I said, OMAD, eating once a day, or alternate day, which is, I plan on combining the two. So I believe the answer to that question is yes. You can be successful at it. It can be a lifestyle. You can do it long term if you work it. And that has been the thing that I have not done successfully. I've been able to work it for periods, and like a crazy person say, hey, I just lost 100 pounds. I just did this. I just hit this milestone. Let me reward myself with eating like a crazy person for, it'll start off as a weekend, a celebration, and then start, and goes to where it's a year, or like I just did, a 2-year period. And so that's what I'm working on right now, is where when my bad is okay, it's a day. Like, I give myself a day, like I say, I feasted. But on that feast, I made sure that I didn't go and have cake and ice cream and all kinds of things. I stayed low carb. I stayed, okay, no breads, no sugars, given, what happened to me this past year with the diabetes. And there's even other stuff that I didn't even talk about concerning my eyes, things that were happening to where they told me in October of 2020 that had I not come in, if I'd have kept going at that pace, I would have been blind soon. And I'm still working those things out. So I definitely believe that fasting can be a lifestyle, whether that be intermittent fasting, whether that be alternate day fasting, whether that be, some people were not like where I'm doing. I'm practicing a 6 and 1. I'm fasting 6 days. I eat on that one day. Some people do kind of the opposite, where they will eat normal and regularly for 6 days or 5 days. And then for 2 days out of the week, they'll fast those days where they're like, okay, hey, just to, reset myself and drop anything that I've gained. Just something, you have to make it a lifestyle, whether it's, keto or any other thing that you do. You have to work. You have to have your disciplines. It's the pain of discipline and the pain of disappointment. It's which one do you want? So that's a question that I've been asked a lot that I wanted to address and just say, it's not that fasting didn't work. I didn't continue in it. I didn't make it a lifestyle. It was my goal. It still is my goal. And that's why I said this channel is called A Journey in Health, because it is a journey for me. And so until I can get it to the point to where it is a part of my lifestyle, and I'll definitely will be bringing back the juice, just given how bad I got myself health-wise with my blood pressure and my blood sugars. Because you guys, if you go back and watch my videos, you'll see I gotten rid of the diabetes. I was no longer diabetic. My A1C was below 6 for a while. And then when I totally let go, it came back just like that. So when it came back, it came back hard. And so given how severe my diabetes was and what was going on, that's why, I'm doing the water and sticking with the water. I haven't started the juices yet, because with the water, I think the water works about twice as fast as the juice does. Because you guys know, back in 2018, when I started this channel, I started off with a 119-day juice cleanse. And that was awesome. It helped me. Mentally, I just didn't want to go that long. I didn't want to go 119 days. And I was like, if I can get the same results where I can have breaks, where I can, have something to eat and get back on it and kind of practice for what I want the rest of my life to be, I said, I'd rather do that, because it is a practice of what I want to, not that I want to go 6 and 1 or 5 and 2 the rest of my life, but I do want to eat a little, fast a little, and just start that going. So again, just wanted to share that with you guys. I hope everybody's doing well. Again, if you've gotten anything from this, please hit like, subscribe, and share. I appreciate you guys all in the comments. I've been answering a lot of questions, talking to a lot of people. I definitely appreciate it, and hope you guys stay well and continue to follow me on the journey